just like I really just took pictures of her that whole day. I didn't really get anything of me.
That shit was hard when you showed them hill and then you had to match it. I was like, oh damn, she really went hard.
Yeah, thank you for checking out the video too. Oh my god, I'm stoked. Thank
Yeah,
you.
no, those
That
were
made my
great.
day.
Gohan, where will
Great,
you
great
take me
fashion
today?
finds. Great
I'm even
finds.
cooler than usual.
Thank you. I really be howling the internet. Just yeah, a lot of my time is put into like sourcing just random shit on the internet. Usually with fashion, obviously. I just went to
apparently.
yeah, you know like
Because how do you find a laser edged leather dress? Like what the fuck?
oh yeah, that's like a early 2000s and a millimeter top.
Oh.
But you guys, you're in New York.
No, I'm in.
Nashville be having a lot of stuff going on. Like I feel like that's the bachelorette spot. I feel like as a single man, that's probably lit.
And no, you go on Broadway, you're gonna end up fighting somebody because everybody's drunk and stupid and pale.
And pale, yeah. But that's what I was saying. Like they're all bachelorette, like parties, whatever, like reparations. Pop your girl before the day of the wedding type vibe.
That's crazy. Not pop your girl the day of the wedding, not before the day of the wedding. She got popped and then she's gonna go get married. That's insane.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I just wanted to give you a pop.
Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot. Yes, thank you.
I recommend this level of difficulty.
Tashi.
No matter which Sonata Dragon, the special sock. This scenario, huh? Okay.
What BZ? What was y'all saying a second ago? My bad. I didn't mean to cut y'all conversation
About
off.
Chris Brown, yeah. Take the floor.
And a scientist is revived from the eternal ice wall. This man's name is Dr. Wheeler.
Oh, I think.
He is looking for
Yeah.
the strongest person in the world.
Damn.
What is his aim?
You're not here, big dog.
Goku will fight against this
Oh,
evil
they
conspiracy.
dip.
Dog, my dog is a fucking genius.
Who? Playboy Cardi?
Nah, my homeboy Scooter.
Oh,
He on some.
that who's
He on some
performing right now?
holistic shit. Nah, he on some. I was just looking at his story. He been on some
don't
stuff, real holistic shit. So he done been like juicing and shit like that. So he got like some sea moss, green fruit, vegetable mixture that he done, concocted with the juices and the smoothies and shit. But now he done got like this like gelato machine or like ice maker. It's some little like it's like a little rolling icy machine. You feel me? So he done put that natural juice in that, and it roll on the thing and then it freezes. So it's like a flash freeze. Yeah, it's like a
I
slushy.
want one of those so bad.
Oh man, I'm finna get one now. My dog always put me on some shit. He love. Huh?
He make you one though?
No, I'm not. I'm looking at his story right now. But I need to go over there and fuck with my dog. But also, I need to just go on and get me one. Like that's. We just be passing ideas back and forth. I do 3D printers. He go get a 3D printer. Now he's jewelry making. I do smoothies. He upped the game on the smoothies.
How much is your 3D printer?
These 3D printers ain't nothing. I got a couple of the cheap ones. I got like 4 of the what the fuck, the Ender 3s. But they the basic ones. But that's why I got multiple. But they only like with the add-on it's probably like $200.
Okay. What?
Yeah, the small ones ain't really all that much. I mean, I'm saying small is relatively small, but you know what I'm saying? But the smaller ones ain't really all that much. and you just get them
Can
for
you make a
components and stuff like that.
shoe?
Yeah, yeah, it's
You
big
think
enough to
it's-
make a shoe.
That's dope. That's really dope. And then how'd you learn to like 3D model? Teach yourself?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh shit, Charlie, I didn't even know you did that. I got some shit that I can send you. I can send you the model too, cause I make some on my computer every now and then.
That's
But if
why
you
I've
got
been,
the plug on the 3D printer,
yeah. I just haven't been using it because I'm waiting to get back in my own house again, so I can set my shop back up. But I got all that shit here. It's just scattered amongst the fucking garage right now. I would have to set it up real quick. I need to just get another
Are you
work.
okay?
Who?
You! You said you can't get into your house.
Oh no. I'm looking for another house. I'm staying with my cousin in his house right now.
Oh, I feel you. I thought you said I can't get into my house right now. I was like, damn, who's
she got worried. Hold on, wait a minute.
Alright. Bro locked out and he here with us.
That is exactly. That would be crazy.
Oh my god, I done locked myself out so many times that like after like 3-4 times of calling the locksmith and paying them like $100 to $200, I was like, fuck it, like I'm just not going in. This is what it is. I'm either gonna find a way to break in or I'm like gonna wait it out.
That is funny. I'm just picturing that shit now. Can you imagine me being locked out of my house? I can't get in my house, but I'm just sitting here rolling joints with y'all, watching Rolling Loud.
Y'all don't call the emergency?
I locked out of my car
What?
yesterday, man.
No, they're not gonna unlock the door for me. They're gonna tell me to call a locksmith.
Okay, I'm back.
That's what they usually do. Call locksmith.
Oh wait, wrong chat.
And the first
look at this
time,
Wrong chat is insane.
That is hilarious.
Crazy.
he could have silently exited, but
I know. Had to let us
Oh, my
know.
bad. I didn't mean to talk to you niggas.
No.
Right.
I'm in the better
I ain't coming here for you guys. Oh god.
Fucking
But yeah,
cool.
we got that motherfucking lock code though, so ain't gonna be no locksmith. You gonna have to change that battery, go through the garage or some shit. I don't know.
That's why
Well,
I've
when
been
it
scared
comes
to get
down
those.
to your car, the non-emergency people can help you. But when it
Oh
comes to
yeah,
your
car is
house,
different.
the whatchamacallit, like if your keys are locked in your car, which is something that happens.
Really? They're not gonna tell you to call AAA?
Yeah, 'cause
actually
they
help
could
you?
easily, they could easily get in there. Especially when I was on like college campuses, like I thought I could call the college campus. No, I had to call non-emergency. Or when I worked for like a real estate company and I was like locked out of my car, that was insane. I thought that was the silliest shit ever.
Yeah. I've had to pay for that too.
Yeah, nah, I'll be
Oh,
mad
no.
as hell.
That should
The
be
few times
free.
I've ever locked my. What you mean it'd be
Now
free?
I
They
know.
don't charge your ass when they come and get you out? Well, never
No,
mind.
I don't
Never
have
mind.
to pay.
I'm sure they don't. I bet.
Hey
And I
Yoshi,
don't
that's
have to pay
hilarious.
when it comes
What
to
you
my
mean?
car.
I bet. What you mean by that? What you mean by that?
Would you like me to expound? Chrissy,
What's wrong
can
with
you
her
please
getting it
just
for free?
wait. I'm just gonna let me do this real quick. Chrissy, can you please give us the example of how you talk to the person that's unlocking your door when you're in stress?
Brother.
I'm calling to talk to you.
Just give us a quick example of what you would say to the man when he pulls up.
I mean, it's
Help me,
usually a phone call. Like, hey, I need help getting into my car. Can you help me get into my car?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you. So once he pulls up,
You're crazy, man.
So you're saying just because she got a nice voice, that's why it's
oh
free?
no. It's the nice voice combined with the pull up. Because once he pulls up, it sees the voice attached to the person.
Oh yeah, that's
I'm sure.
fact.
all charges have gone out the window.
You know what? I appreciate that. I think that's a compliment.
He's
But
like,
I
you
go
seen
through
that body?
struggles.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
I've had 4 years of a DUI process. I think they definitely got me. They was gonna get me in some
I had
way.
to call. I had to call. I know in Mississippi, you used to have to line say like kids was in the car.
Goku, Turles is a
Like if it was just you by yourself, but they wouldn't come unless you said some kids was locked in the car or something.
Oh damn.
So what happens if they get there and there's no kids locked in the car?
They
Pull
still
off on
unlock their shit because it'd be a different person that pull up than who you called.
Yeah, it's an operator.
Oh, that. But don't they relay the information?
Maybe, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of one of them. You gotta fuck around and just see.
Fuck around and find out.
Either way, it's like once you get there, you might as well help.
Yeah, you here now, man?
Because if you refuse, that's negligent.
What if he left? What if he was like, "Oh, you good," and just left? There's no
He
kid.
didn't. He doesn't. He don't like
Report
it
that.
anyway.
You can report that, but you lied.
But has something happened to you? That's like, yeah. And they have the ability to help you? Yeah, that just don't look right.
I guess you got a point. I mean, you do have a point.
Like in terms of a rating system and they're holding you accountable to like the state, like yeah. That's the research you're supposed to use. And if you're not using it, like you get reported. Like when you, I don't know if y'all be at work, but when I do my work, I gotta report people that I don't want to report. Like, hey, I had to do this to correct this. Like, that's why I did what I did.
You tattling? You tattle?
I don't call it telling. I call it doing my job with due diligence, integrity.
Now she says you tattled. I'm weak.
I didn't say telling, I said tattle.
She tattled. You a tattletale.
I mean,
I ain't heard that in so long.
Chat, how you feel? Is that tattling? I'm gonna see. Let's see what the chat says. Is that tattling?
I don't think that's snitching. That's a part of doing your job.
I didn't say snitching though. Snitching crazy.
That's for a check. What's all that?
This is when tattletales get brought up. So, like, I don't know. It's the code to it. I feel like when you at work and you working. No, I'm just saying when you're working with the state, you do have to kind of report back why you did what you did.
Yeah. I didn't realize you also work a government job.
Yeah, because sometimes I have to touch federal accounts and it's like I have to, or certain specialty businesses, and it's like I have to notate specifically why I did what I did because just reputation and just also helping people understand what happened in the process. It's like a puzzle. You want to know what happened prior because if they come on you hot, like what the fuck happened? What was he saying?
Yeah.
You got Barack Obama on the phone and he mad. What did you do?
My friend works at
Oh no, you talking to Barack?
Dodge that
At the-
motherfucker, right?
I'm joking.
Completely
Barack
dodged.
Obama.
That's ridiculous.
But I did talk to somebody from the
I got you.
Bears.
Hold on.
I forgot his name. I talked to the owner of the Bears, and that shit was so cool.
Damn, I would try to keep that contact.
It's
You have LinkedIn, and I thought that was pretty
Goku's
cool.
getting energy from the tree of mind.
No, yeah, that's enough.
It's
That's enough for me.
Certain people, there's like a way I have to like
you're a
find a way to add them.
No, yeah.
Ooh, shit.
I love I love LinkedIn. I'm active on LinkedIn. That's my
Yeah, I
preferred
business.
social media. I love business.
You know,
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
business contacts is important.
Nigga, what the fuck? My bad. I just got dog, bro.
the universe will be mine.
That's nuts, man. He two-shotted the boy. I cannot believe this mess. Alright. Let's just try this again. All right. Hold on now. That kind of was outrageously just dog. Oh man, that's crazy. All right, fuck it. I'm definitely in the game. Let's go.
Yeah.
No, y'all don't. Don't let him.
Thank you, Bree.
That was his
If
name.
I'm a bitch and I'm mad at another man for
What the
watching the show
world?
without me, of course I'm with him.
Wait, no, whoa. Who said anything about being mad?
This is how the delusions start, bro.
All right.
No. Watching the TV show with a person.
Being willfully delusional.
Watching a TV show with the person is a lot of commitment, man.
Yeah.
No, it's not, bro.
Yes, it is, bro.
It
really is.
Together. What are y'all talking about?
Yeah, good content.
Is it watching you or are you watching it?
We all watch things on here all together at the same time. Nobody's committed to nobody.
Yeah, but if we holding out on watching it until we get in here, that's a relationship.
Hey.
Yeah.
Not too much, chat. You know, we might do a little something now and then. But there ain't nobody else.
Don't let him put them rules on you, bro.
I don't know, dog. You sound like you're putting it on yourself, dog.
Yeah,
No, I enjoy watching the show with this specific person. Like, so that doesn't necessarily make it a commitment.
Make it a commitment. That's crazy.
That's a high level.
But
That's a high level of
work.
You guys, be for real. He already said he's committed. He's already said he's committed.
See, and you don't want to know why y'all be hurt crying.
It's a little
That's crazy.
You watched the show with me, so that means we were married. Imagine how crazy that sounds.
It doesn't mean you're married, but it does mean that
we watched this show together, so we together.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Just
That's how I got every single boyfriend of mine.
Right.
Watching a TV show together is more commitment than having sex.
What?
You
What?
guys committed to the whole
Explain that,
thing.
Trilly. You gotta explain that one.
I would love to hear this explanation.
I'm telling you, because the TV show, you have something together. You guys have you share something with each other. It's on the same level of
And y'all
intimacy,
committed
right?
for a whole season. You guys can't get out of that.
Yes. Right.
So what happens when the season's over? We break up?
Yep. If you feel like it, you can extend the contract. If not,
No. Yeah. Nah, you got a point. But you don't break up until the series is over.
You got?
It's till series do us part at that point.
yep.
Till series do us part.
How many?
Series was fine.
This is insane.
Yeah. You gonna love me until Netflix.
Okay, so my nigga Forte says if you mean a specifically long show, he can kind of see your point.
Like imagine in today's
Actually, so what he specifically said, let me tell you exactly what he said. He said, I can kind of see that fucked up train of thought.
Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you something. I started watching Marvelous. I started watching Marvelous Mrs. Maisel with my last flow, and then we stopped talking, and I still can't watch it. I can't bring myself to watch. I love the TV show. I can't get myself to watch it.
See?
That just sound like you a bitch, Trilly.
Damn. That was wild. You.
I'm just a lover boy, man. I just,
Damn, you do my dog like that on Mother's Day?
That's crazy.
Love in your heart.
Yes, bro.
I smell
Also-
bitch in here.
Hold on. I think Shadow got something to say, by the way. Shadow, go ahead, bro. Don't start with laughing, nigga. Get through.
Shadow agrees. Shadow watching the TV show right now.
Nigga, start with giggling, nigga.
That's actually a crazy way to get you. What are y'all watching? Rolling Loud?
Yo,
Shadow ain't gonna touch it.
I'm gonna need y'all not to summon Shadow. Stop doing that.
Wait, so what can
Summon Shadow is crazy.
Y'all summon Shadow, man. I need y'all to stop doing that shit.
No, that nigga summoned me. He was like, yo, pull up in VC. I said, that.
That was way earlier, bro. We wasn't even here.
It was. Where was you at, bro? I've been here.
What's that?
Yo, I don't. Yo,
Is somebody is somebody skydiving?
Yeah, it do sound like somebody skydiving.
It might be because I'm in the car. Is that it?
Yeah, it's definitely.
Put stuff on mute if you're not talking.
Hey, too much money, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Chad agrees. Chad agrees that TV shows showing commitment is crazy.
What?
Yep, Chad doesn't agree with you guys.
TV show showing commitment. What you mean?
Like if you watch a specific TV show with a person, that means y'all actually y'all go together at that point.
This is how low commitment has become, bro.
I mean, it doesn't mean go together, but there's definitely some intimacy there.
Yeah,
definitely. We're not saying there's no intimacy, but they're saying that shows commitment and that y'all basically
That sounds crazy, and the bar is kind of low. That's nuts.
The bar is mad low, bro. Desperation would do that.
That's nuts. Hey, once again, this was a Trilly statement.
Dear, you called me in here for this? This what you called me in here for, free?
Nah, I called
No,
you.
we're streaming. This is what you in here for.
I called you to get it off, bro. You know, I set the table for you. Go ahead, bro.
You get what off, man? Y'all are in here talking about watching.
No. You can, you know, you got the mic. The room is listening.
That's probably in the chat with it.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Don't be scared, bro. I got you.
You called me in here, bro. What do you want to discuss?
What you mean, bro? Wait for me to hold your hands, bro. Steve. Yo, you saw me.
I want to understand what your thoughts on that video that we watched earlier. Let's start with that.
What video?
What video was that?
Context for the stream. You gotta give context for the stream, bro.
Oh, are we on stream right now? We're live on stream.
Yes.
Yeah, we live on Twitch, bro.
Oh shit! Can you play a video on Twitch if I send it to you?
Actually, I could.
Alright, let me go get it.
I'm not playing Genshin today, okay, Shadow?
No, what? No, if we're on stream, I gotta log in if we're on stream. I'm about to post a whole different. I'm about to send Free the whole different paper for him to.
Mute that.
Oh, I'm still.
Yeah.
Noises?
Yeah. You dropped it, bro. You gone to the weekend, girl.
Hey, yo, she hitting 80. She hitting 80 on the street right now. What?
Yeah, it sounds like the window hanging. It sounds like it's pointing out the window.
I'm moving on the street. You're right.
She's rushing to go.
Freeway through streets on
We just got a baby. We just got a baby kitten. So I'm like, I'm needing to go home.
You gotta drive safe to get home.
You're cruising down the
Yeah,
west
please
side.
drive safe.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, we don't need no accident.
Yo, Chad, I just added you on the video, yo.
Okay, I see it. Hold on, let me.
Yeah, this is called Atlanta is the boss sensei of the South.
Wow, fucking hilarious.
Atlanta is the what?
Wow.
The boss sensei of the South.
That's pretty funny.
Hold on, what did the boss say?
All right. Hold on,
Still in
stream. We
news?
finna take a pause. Let me switch the angle so we can see this shit.
Get the vertical.
Who is streaming? Who is streaming?
Wrong angle.
I'm on YouTube and Yoshi's on Twitch.
Oh, is this an Avatar reference?
Yeah, this is 3 minutes long.
Yes, it's about 12 years old. Yes.
These are nerds, man. I see this thing.
You prefer the low barrel conversation?
I like a mid tier. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be low brow, but
That sounds about right.
Coming from you.
Atlanta is
I
my
thought
sensei.
Will Alice would help, but
I was saying, who is playing this video in question? Is it KB or is it Yoshi?
Oh no, you don't have to play it. Y'all gonna have to play it separately in here. I was about to play it for the Twitch.
Yeah, he on Twitch.
Oh, yo,
I'm
you're not
playing it right
in
here.
the
I
stream
think
today? I thought she was playing for everybody.
You're taking your content.
No, just for my people.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I like that.
It was 3
You're
minutes.
taking your content, bro. It's like, okay.
It's 3 minutes.
Did Freak watch? Freak, did you watch the whole video, or did you just like get
No, I watched the whole
Okay.
Hey, yo,
Okay.
Shorty in the video looked like she watched Avatar.
Okay.
That's crazy.
What's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean?
You know exactly what.
Is that really talking?
That's crazy. They said the nigga look like Appa.
She looked like
That's
Appa.
fucked up. That's fucked up. Hey, can we?
Really talking about, but he won't show his face though.
That is true. But allegedly, Trilly is cute. Oh shit, he just cammed up. Oh.
Let me see. Hold on.
Relax.
Allegedly, Trilly is cute. Is crazy.
Hell, let me
Work that
hold
up.
on. Screenshot this. Don't move. Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
Thank you.
He said, "Don't move."
Look at that smile. Look at that smile.
Hey, bro.
He's from Boxing Say too.
Oh,
Trilly look like old girl.
They do like Appa. Why she got the same colors on as Appa too, with the strap going around her?
They twinning?
He look just like Appa. Damn, that's crazy work.
I'm on your ass. You better stop.
Whoa, what are you thinking? Oh.
And what Shorty said had nothing to do with how she looked, bro. Like she was dropping straight facts for a day.
Let's not focus on the looks, bro.
Agreed.
Agree with Freak. I'm the one that said it.
Wow.
Freak is right.
What she looks has nothing to do with what she.
With the message, she wasn't talking about. She wasn't giving y'all looks advice. She was talking about the cultural realities of Atlanta.
Exactly.
That's no Freak. What?
And y'all put more emphasis on her look than the message. That's crazy. Personally.
That's why black people be liking all these scammers. These pretty scammers and criminals because they look okay.
That's a fact.
Let's really wake it up.
You do got a point, Rev. They like scammers because they look good. They'll let bitch take all their money.
Freak, tell us what you disagreed. Tell us what you disagreed with what she had to say.
Let me see.
Yep. Okay. Thank you, Forte. I'm gonna make you a mod, Forte.
Let's go back to my original point, brother. Let's see what we got here.
Oh, you made notes?
No, I'm gonna just read what I said in the unofficial.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Said that I get where she's coming from. I agree with what she has to say for the most part. All right. So we started over there that I agree with what she has to say, but But is a reductionist, isolated type of argument. All right. She make a lot of great points, but she also argue against herself. For an example, she's saying, "Hey, we need more safety," but she's anti-police and surveillance presence.
Interesting.
That doesn't mean the same thing. She said what she said.
That's what I thought.
Tiger.
Hold on. Let Freak unpack that though. So you're saying that Freak is your argument that you can't be, you cannot be anti-police and pro-safety?
No. That's not my argument at all.
Okay.
My argument is that if we want more safety, right, then we have to be somewhat okay with more surveillance. We have to be somewhat okay with more police presence.
Can I just say that the areas that are most policed in the 7 cities of like Hampton Roads, where I'm at, like the areas that are most policed and heavily surveilled have the most like violence, and the places that are least surveilled have the least violence.
Because Freak, I would.
Chicago.
I have a question. You don't, and I could be completely wrong. This is a genuine question. It's not trying to be smart. You don't think that maybe they are, it's more heavily policed because there is more violence and not
No, I don't.
the other way around. Like
I already knew who was going to ask that question. So yeah, no.
Can I advance it and kind of land to where me and Shadow disagree?
No, so hold on, just wait. Hold on, guys.
Let me advance it and land on.
Wait.
Hold on.
Wait.
Can we let
Shadow, wait, please, hold on, because Touche has a good question. Like, can Tiger get a little bit more space to answer, please?
Thanks. So, I mean, what I was saying was just because the police are there doesn't make it safer, because the more police that are there, it's not curbing the violence in those areas. They're seeing more violence because the police are antagonizing them, because they are upping the ante, and they're not
De-escalating.
de-escalating anything. They're making shit more unsafe for Black people when there's more police in the area. That doesn't say safety to me. That means more instances for people to get shot, more instances for people to get locked up unnecessarily, more instances for women to be taken away from their kids and traumatization to be happening. That doesn't say safety to me. And the more you police those areas, it's not helping the situation, because that's not what those areas need. Those areas need after school programs. They need childcare. They need food. They don't need to be in food deserts. They need real opportunities and jobs. And because there's a lack of resources, that's why there's crime happening. That's always why there's crime happening.
I totally agree with you. And like, there are ways to contribute to the community in ways that like you will see a difference in the community. And I think childcare is a major one. But just like from my personal experience, I've lived in LA and Orange County. Orange County is super like suburb, kind of like
I got gas.
whitewashed type vibe. And like it, and then I'm not gonna say all of LA, but let's focus on downtown LA. That's probably like where you have the most like violence and whatnot. Like, and it's a lot more policed than Orange County. Anytime I've needed help and called the police in Orange County, they've came and helped me. And then anytime I've in downtown, someone hit my car and ran off. I called the police and they were like, sorry, not an emergency. We have other things to take care of. And then another situation like that happened where like a homeless person who was obviously under the influence literally attacked my car while I was in my car. And like I called the police, not while he was around, but like I called the police because I need to file a claim with my insurance, right? There's nothing they did to help me. They didn't even end up like coming or giving me any sort of statement that I could give my insurance. But I do think it's probably because in that area, there's so much shit going on that like my problem isn't important. You know what I mean?
Okay, but none of the things that you said were ways to like the police didn't prevent what happened to you from happening in any way.
No. Yeah.
So,
yeah, but I'm just more so saying like resources. Like that it is.
Yeah, and I don't think the police should be bogged down with so many different scenarios of immediacy and emergencies. I think it's unfair to allot so many different human emergencies to one department, to one entity. When police are called to break up domestic disputes or to call for, like you said, maybe there's a junkie or like a abuse situation. Like there are plenty of different situations that happen in human life that don't call for police to show up. Like somebody else, another professional should be showing up at that time. And I think we put too much on police to be the mediators for everything, when clearly they're not trained to be that type of enforcement. That's not what they're there for. They're there to protect property, and they'll get back to you at a later date. So preventing crime, preventing abuse, preventing even things that we know are going to happen. Like if you have a restraining order and there's a history of shit that's been going on, they still really not gonna do nothing for you until you get hurt and you can prove some shit. So
Yeah,
it's
true.
always like, you
yeah,
know,
police are reactionary for sure.
it's
Yeah.
exactly is kind of what
I
I'm
mean,
getting
that's
at.
why they're
I'm trying to prevent us from getting
responders,
there in the
I
first
guess.
place, so we don't
Yeah.
need to deal with police, because I don't see police as being helpful to those cities
No,
until
I
you
Yeah,
I wish
understand.
so
Dad was
Well, I
here.
gotta.
Until
I
you
wish Dad was here because he said that the police aren't reactionary because they do sting
really.
operations.
So the data. So I just posted 3 like researched academic paper, like real research, not just tweets or whatever, that show that police do not reduce crime. They do not solve or reduce violent crime.
No, yeah, I
Police.
wouldn't think they would reduce crime.
Wait, well,
I
I'm gonna
think you're
finish.
right. They're not preventing.
And police do not.
You
And,
gotta wait for the other person to finish.
I appreciate you, Freak. Thank you. And police do not. Police are not a deterrent. They don't. They not only do the police not prevent violent crime, but police also don't actually solve violent crime. And that there's a correlation to Tiger's point with increased police presence and like just and community violence. That police actually exacerbate violence. I'm done talking. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I was going back to say, in terms of what I was saying in the unofficial channel, that per data, and yeah, Ref, I'm combing through what you posted, that per data shows that more police presence does deter crime. And I agree with that as well, right? But I also do agree that the deterrence of crime is not just police presence alone, it's also layered with other resources, funding, social funding, job training, and all those things. So if we collapse all of it together, that is what deter crime. I think where me and Shadow was disagreeing in terms of, and this is where what you guys are talking about now, is that Rev, you're saying more police presence does not deter crime at all, and I believe that Tiger is saying the same thing. Um, but yeah, I disagree with that, and also saying that law enforcement is not proactive in their approach. I disagree with that as well.
Okay.
Well, hold
So
on.
do you have any?
What you
could
originally
you share
said
some?
though was
Could
that
you
she
share?
was being reductionist, and that more police does equal crime reduction. Like, where's the evidence to that?
I was that was gonna be my, like, genuinely, that was gonna be my only follow up, and then the only other thing I was gonna add to that is I also just dropped an article that says there's research that shows that police just solve 2% of all major crimes. So I recognize you disagree. I understand you disagree, and whomever might in here might disagree. That is your right. My response would be also Shadows, which is I would just love to see the evidence to justify the disagreement.
Yeah, so I'm gonna tag you and Shadow in the chat. I'm gonna use the source that he posted to support that claim, right? And I've highlighted just to kind of make it simpler. The red parts that show per his own sources, while strong consensus proves that more police presence does help with to
Whoa,
deter
whoa, whoa,
crime.
whoa, whoa, whoa! All right, now the chat can't read what we're posting. It does not say proves anywhere. There's a consensus among academic literature. But these also, if you look, these sources are from that they're noting are from 2002 and 2007. You know,
Well,
some
that's
from
kind of old.
2018, 2019 as well, and as well as 1995, 04. Like, you know, nothing post 2019.
Okay, hold on. So we can't, because now if we're gonna do that, then we have to do that all across the board, right? Because
No, wait. I'm gonna defend Freak. Hold on, wait a minute. So Freak, are you saying that? Because Shadow, if you posted the source,
yeah,
and then Freak used the source to disagree with you, you can't then say this. Is that what he did?
yeah, that's what he just did.
No,
He just
no,
discredited his own source.
no.
Oh, okay.
So the
Say
source,
more then,
what the
Freak.
source
I'm
goes
sorry,
out to,
Shadow.
what the source goes out to do, right? This is the introduction that Freak is kind of posting, right?
Okay.
And this is really the sick part, right? Anyway, the source goes on to say there's evidence or not evidence that there are.
Before you expound, who shared that source that I'm using, me or you?
I did. I shared the source. I have no problem in
So
saying
you
that.
shared the source, but then when
Continue.
Freak wait, so you shared the source, but then when Freak disagreed with it, or rather, irrespective
Use
if
your
he
own
quoted it
source
in a
to
context,
discredit him.
irrespective if he quoted it in context or out of context, you then said it's old.
No.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's what he just said.
No,
you did.
that's not what I'm doing. No. That's not what I'm doing.
So Freak lied.
Go ahead. Thank you, Rev. Thank you for being honest, Rev. Go ahead.
No. That's not what happened. First of all, what I was talking about, Rev, is that the report essentially saying, hey, there are several pieces of research that have been conducted in the 90s and the early 2000s that go on to say that more police leads to less crime, right? The report then goes on to explain that that's not necessarily the case, right? That when you factor in predominantly Black cities, an increase in police manpower, more police officers, does not lead to a reduction in homicide rates or a reduction in index crime rates, right? And that all you actually end up seeing, all that you end up seeing is an increase in low-level quality of life crimes.
Sure.
Exactly. That's all you end up really seeing.
Misdemeanor crimes definitely go up because misdemeanor crimes definitely go up because there's police there that are trained to look for and persecute misdemeanor crimes. So yeah.
Now the issue is that all Freak does is point to page 1 or page 2 that starts with that introduction saying, hey, there's been reports, and that's all he does. He just keeps repeating the same thing over and over. But if you continue to read, you'll see their conclusion. And I posted the conclusion for him, which he refuses to acknowledge, which is fine.
Okay. All right. Can I?
Is that true? Did you do that?
Rev, I love that you did it, Rev, right now. All right. So here's the thing.
Answer the question. Did you do that, Freak? Did you do that?
Did I disagree with you? Yes, I did disagree with you.
Accountability for what he did. Did you? Yeah. Did you just post the first page and then read the rest?
Yeah. So I posted page 1 and the second page, which agrees with me. And I feel like since those pages agree with me, then I don't need to go any further because it doesn't make any sense.
That's that's problematic. And I think
but here's the point.
That's very problematic.
Here's the reason. Tiger, you making me laugh. Stop it.
That boy said, yeah.
I don't give a fuck what anything else had to say. I read the first few sentences.
I'm over here. I'm being quiet. I'm trying to stay out the way. When you see my face, I'm like,
I know your face says it all. Your face says it all.
Do that. That's not
no. But hear me out. You're gonna
agree with what you thought in the first place, and then
y'all gonna hear why I'm saying that, right? And keywords matter, right? Remember, my argument was that police presence deter crime. Keyword deter, right? Let's just hang on that keyword.
Police presence can deter crime. Is that or is it the police presence does deter crime?
Does and can, right? We can use both interchangeably.
Oh, okay.
Right. So that keyword deter is very important in this argument. Shadow believe that it does not at all, and is not even proactive, right?
Determine all kinds of all crime or certain crime?
Yeah, all kinds of crime, right? I'm not just talking about homicide. I'm talking about theft, low entry crime, right? Even for an example, even speeding, right, is all included all up in there.
Okay.
Shadow posts a source saying that it does not. His very introduction in his source discredits him, saying that there are studies with facts and statistics that it does deter crime. So that's one, right? Remember my argument. Number 2, and I posted the second one. If you read his own source, page 2 says that they would want more police presence in high areas where there's a lot of crime within neighborhoods that is mostly Black, that it would help with Black homicide, right? So they're asking for more police presence to deter Black homicide within Black neighborhoods. So that's 2, that it does deter, right? So, and as I continue to read into Shadow's article, his article is talking about disproportionate benefit of police presence within Black neighborhood versus white neighborhood. His article is not talking about that police presence does not do anything. That's not what his article talks about. It just says that, hey, Black people don't benefit a whole lot more than white people when we see heavier police presence. And even heavier police presence can cause abuse of power, lead to more corruption, which is true, and I agree with that. But
Okay.
my point is that hey, police presence does deter crime, which is sources.
Okay, wait, Rev, can I say something?
Yes, ma'am. Please,
Okay.
please go ahead.
For the deter is simply to put off until later. You're just
You guys are
moving the
basically
crime
talking
until
about
a
the
later
category.
date.
Okay.
By adding police presence, if that's your argument, you're moving the crime until a later date. It's still there, and so it doesn't really do anything towards the overall goal, which is to prevent it, and which is more a permanent solution is what I'm looking for, and not moving it into a later date.
Can I tell you what that? Can I, Freak? May I respond?
Go ahead.
So something you said, you know what it reminds me of, and I've been really heavy on this nutrition thing. So I'm gonna turn this into a food example. So, okay, so to me, and Shadow, please correct me if I am misunderstanding or misrepresenting the argument or like the purpose of the research you shared. I'm like really focusing on like ketogenic diet, right? So high fat, high protein, low carb, no added sugars, no, I mean really just all whole foods, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm watching my salt intake, right? So one could say sometimes like when you're like, okay, well, I want some protein, I need some protein. Well, like let's say if I eat like a whole fried chicken. Well, like there's a ton of protein in a whole fried chicken. And like there would be, in theory, nutritional benefit to the amount of protein I'm consuming with a whole fried chicken. At the same time, like there's also like there's actually not only is there harm, but there's like proportionate harm with that fried chicken paired with that protein. There's tons of carbs with that protein, coming with that protein because it's fried chicken. There's saturated fats. There's all kinds of stuff depending on what kind of grease it's in. Blah 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 blah. And like the idea of policing Black communities and saying, okay, well, yeah, there's a benefit. Like there is like let's say you were to say, okay, well, there's a benefit. There's a benefit to me, to the police. Yeah, but like it's not significant enough to justify all of the harm that comes with it. And like that's what, based on what you just said and based on what Shadow said, that's kind of what the research is saying. Research is saying, yeah, there might be a benefit to like police presence in Black communities, but like the benefits don't really outweigh the ridiculous harm.
Yeah. So I would say to that we've moved the argument right from deterrence to is it worth what it's going to come with, right? And that's not my argument, right? And going back to what Tiger said in terms of the meaning of deterrent, right? I look at deterrent more as discourage or prevent. For an example, let's say that you were speeding down the highway, all right, and then you see that state trooper sitting there with the lights on. 8 times out of 10, you're gonna slow down. Some people are still going to speed, but if you see that light, you're going to slow down. That in of itself is a deterrent. You might speed up afterwards, but it did prevent you, and it might prevent you from like, yo, I don't want to get the ticket. I'm gonna slow down for the rest of the trip. Hold on.
Before you see the officer, you're already speeding, bro. Like,
let him
what are you
land.
doing?
So, and if you look at the second one that I posted, the per his article, right? That says that finally the deterrence, the potential deterrence of more police presence, yes, it makes sense. But going back to what Rev said, it starts talking about the cost and effect that might come with that, which I agree, right? I agree, but that's not my argument.
Can I add something because I'm gonna hop off?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think like we could sit and talk about stats all day, but I think at the end of the day, majority of the people who end up on the force come within your community, right? That's how it works, right?
I said it. I
don't know if that's true,
What?
but okay.
Majority.
I said the majority of people that end up on the force, like for your city or whatever, come from within the community, right?
Sometimes.
I don't know if that's true. Aren't like certain cities like extremely like
I didn't say all.
Land, though. I want to see where
majority.
she's going with it.
Well, she asked us a question though, so
yeah, we just kind of answered the question for you.
Keep going. Go ahead.
So I think like it's a community thing. Like, it's like, these are the cards that are dealt, and I know they're kind of shitty. Like, policing is not perfect, but like, how can you work with police to create a better community, because we're all a part of the community.
Yeah.
Like, and those people grew up in your community and
So
ended
you're
up on the force. Like,
yeah. So I think so. You're about to step away. I would say, in the spirit of you about to exit the VC, is I think that you would benefit from researching the history of policing in America, the relationship of police historically with Black people, how police are selected and assigned to different districts, points of accountability and measure. I
I
think you
understand the
no,
whole
hold on,
different districts thing.
stop. No,
That's
you
why I
don't.
said majority.
No, Touche, don't Touche. Here you go again, trying to dictate to Black people, Black experience, Black history. You don't know.
This
Stop.
isn't a
Everybody's supposed to
black
stop
thing.
talking.
I'm not
It
making
is.
a
It
black
is. Hold on, stop.
thing.
You're talking again, and I'm telling you to stop. I'm gonna turn you down. Let me turn your volume down.
Turn
So
my
listen,
volume down, bro. You do you.
listen. I'm literally just saying. She's still talking. I'm literally just saying.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're talking about in this regard, and that the history of policing is deeply racist and
I
anti-Black. And
understand
to assume that
policing
it's
against
a community
black
thing and we
people.
have
Like,
to
I
make it
understand
work,
the
I would say that there's
complexity.
decades and decades, not only of empirical research,
I fucking
but leaders
understand
who
the
have told you that
complexity
you're
of
wrong.
that. And
You're wrong.
like,
But I
That's all.
don't think
Just
you
do
do
some
understand,
research.
because you're saying Touche, that there needs to be a way for the community to work with police and for police to work with the community. But I think what Rev is saying is that if you actually did understand the history of policing as it relates to the United States and Black people, you would understand that the police are technically doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing, in a sense. You know what I mean?
Is there any way we can get to the
dude, I
main?
understand there's bad apples in this world. Like, I understand that.
See, that's what I
And
think. I think if you understood what Rev was saying, you wouldn't look at it as bad apples, as per maybe that's just the tree and the fruit that it produces, and not necessarily being bad apples. But
Damn, that was good, Shadow.
It was excellent. Good job.
I know a lot of immigrants that go into, whether it's government work, policing, or whatnot, because of the benefits that they give. And like, and I don't think that kind of thing is installed in them. Like,
You know what? I think I might just put the whole thing in the refrigerator.
Yeah, but that's different from what Rev was saying. Again, Rev was talking about the history of policing as it relates to Black people, not as it relates to immigrants. So there may be immigrants that do.
There's certain immigrants that don't get a particular treatment either. If we want to keep it a G2.
Well, I think that. So hold on. You're right, Chrissy. I think what Shadow is also saying is spot on, which is we're operating from two different premises. The premise that I believe you don't want to accept or engage is that America's foundation is anti-Black. So all this, like, well,
I know
immigrants.
that. I'm not denying that.
Wait a minute.
Mama, just let him land, please.
So like when you say you know that, but then, like, I bring up, hey, I think you benefit from these things, and like understanding how it then informs everything else, and then your response is to dismiss and then say, well, I bring up immigrant experience. It undermines the claim that you understand.
Why would I share anything but my experience?
I mean, there's also another option of listening.
Well, yeah, you're sharing your experience, but he's trying to tell you about his experience. You know what I'm saying?
And I fully. Okay, my question to you then is, how are you going to push the community forward? What is your plan? How is there a way around it?
A way around what?
The issue at hand.
What do you think is the issue at hand, real quick, just so we're all on the same page?
That policing, you say policing does not make communities better, like that it increases crime, or I'm not exactly sure.
Okay, so you're not exactly sure.
Well, I'm not.
Well, I mean, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because you were saying that you understand. I think Tiger made some good points though. When you invest in the community, when you invest in social programs, et cetera, that can be a way. I mean, I think Marco also said something really good, that a lot of crime is motivated beyond the fear of punishment, right? So if we are addressing people's material needs, making sure that they have a safe place to lay their head. And when I say safe, I mean like people are living in conditions that are not squalor. If we're providing them with a quality education, I think Freak mentioned job training. I think those are some options that give people choices beyond crime, right? I think that's the first step, is to give people a choice beyond crime, as a way to reduce it. I think also places like Baltimore, and I'm not sure to the success of like a Baton Rouge though, but there are other programs that involve crime prevention, like these CVIs that are pretty good that you can look into. But there's options beyond what do you call it? It's just more police officers on the ground,
I
The
know,
thing
and
is,
Kai
like,
mentioned that, and I immediately said I agree with you. Like, if
I think
childcare is, yeah.
I think what this argument does, right, is forces to pick one side when truly both sides are correct. You see what I'm
I'm
saying?
not. I'm not even pro police. That's what you're
no,
missing. I'm not
Wait,
fucking.
that's
like
that's
if you
not
look
what
at like
that's not what I was just talking about. The broader argument, all right? That's what I was talking about. That yes, an increase in police presence does lead to more police brutality. That part is correct. Also, an increase in police presence does lead to a form of deterrence. That part is correct as well. So, but
that's so, but that is not something that's measurable. I don't think that that's something that's measurable. Maybe it is.
what do you
Maybe you
mean?
can point
What do
to
you
it.
mean by measurable? Measurable is such an
I mean,
opaque type of.
you're right. You're for your example that you use. If you're speeding down the street and you see the state trooper, you're gonna slow down. First of all, you were already speeding, right? So a crime is already being committed.
Okay.
But seeing the state trooper is gonna make you slow down. How are we measuring that? Are we going around and asking criminals, did you decide not to steal today because you know that there's more police officers than there were yesterday? How are you measuring whether or not those things, what you're claiming, is true? Because in the report that you keep citing, mine continues to say, and maybe I'm misinterpreting what it's saying, is that specifically in predominantly Black communities, you don't see a significant reduction in homicide or index crime rate.
when you decide to do a violent crime.
Hey,
Okay.
she left, y'all. We good.
Oh damn.
Hey, you funny as
Damn.
Woo, we can breathe now. It's okay.
Hey, Shadow pieced her all the way together.
Oh my gosh. Ate her for filth. I swear to God, y'all.
That's a guy. Hey, you got a new fan on. You got a new fan on the chat, bro. In the chat, hey, my nigga Forte said he like, hey, Shadow. That guy Shadow.
Ate her the fuck up as a family. That was a family. That was a Sunday dinner. Okay.
But I want to know why, like, certain, not
She was
even certain
irritating the
white
chat
people.
too.
Why are white people so blind to like what the fuck be going on? Like,
Yeah,
maybe
this
they do
is
need to kill
fashion.
more white people. No shade.
Whoa, hey, whoa.
No, what I'm saying is when the
Hey.
white people was getting shot at, niggas was, oh, they're killing people. It's like, okay, there's nothing new here. We knew this. But I'm saying maybe more white people need to be, shot at in order for them to understand. No, like,
Oh.
Oh.
The thoughts and views of
that was just said. Somebody hit the tag. Please hit the tag.
Expressed by this podcast as well as its host for entertainment purposes only.
Thank you.
I repeat.
Chrissy,
Nobody
you
should
are
hear anything about this.
They act like they don't understand, but if they acknowledge that there was a real issue, they'd have to take some accountability for it. So that's the part. That's why they're gonna sit there and act like, oh, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's so bad about it. I don't see that in my life. My experience is not like that. Like, no shit. You're not fucking.
That's crazy. Rev was like, if you know the history of policing with Black people, and then she was like, no, I do understand. I'm just saying immigrants don't do that. I'm like, wait.
I just don't understand. I don't. I just don't understand. Like it was such a ridiculous exchange. So I just turned the volume down. It's like you don't understand how racist that is. It's ignorant and it's
Right.
offensive. It's offensive in a room. It's offensive. Period. It's certainly offensive in a room full of people that have either suffered or have friends or family who suffer from over policing and police brutality. It's ridiculous.
Exactly.
I just didn't appreciate it, and I as opposed to trying to debate each point, it's just like, hey, you just go do some research, just read,
Or just listen.
Hey, so
or
clear,
just
so clear
listen.
me up here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Freaky
Really,
thinks
just
that there
listen.
needs to be more
Yeah,
police,
sometimes
and
look at it
everybody
just
else
so I
says
can listen.
no.
Huh? What are you saying, Philly?
So Freaky thinks that there needs to be more police, and all the rest of y'all are saying no.
I don't know if he said there needs to be more police.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm
I don't know
saying
if he
that
said that.
police presence deters crime. Shadow is saying no. Meaning,
Yeah,
Uh,
you
it does
saw
that.
police, would it reduce
hearing you,
the
you're saying
percentage of you doing something, a criminal act?
no. My
Oh, so
argument
you're
was
saying
that
Shadow's just a
police.
criminal?
My argument was, maybe you're right. Maybe we were actually arguing something different. I
That's what
thought
I've
you were
been telling
saying.
you.
I thought you were saying that police reduce crime.
Police presence does reduce crime. Yes, I
Oh,
am
so
saying
yeah.
No.
that as well.
We're
So
just
Yeah,
we
to what
just
yeah,
number?
it helps. But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
okay. Tell
I'm
me the
not
thing.
saying that is just police presence, right? I also layered that with funding, after school programs, job training, resources. When you combine all those two together, right, crime does go
Mhm.
down. Yes, that's what I am saying.
But why
And I
would you bring
can
that up with what the lady was saying? Because it seems like what the lady is saying that those things are not happening.
No,
And
she's saying what the lady all said is that
Mm.
heavy surveillance, right, and Atlanta being turned into, what did she say, a cop city, police city? What is the word?
Top City is
Does,
right.
yeah, it does not equate more safety, right? So she said also that she does not want that. And I'm thinking, okay, but for us to have more safety, we also need police presence and the resources,
So I
not
don't.
just the resources.
So that's a good debate and a dialogue to have. I think that we disagree on because yeah, my argument would be truthfully, my argument would be if people had what they needed
Hmm.
and had education and healthcare,
Hmm.
housing, then we really we don't need police. But like because we have
You're right.
private property and
That's
people,
true.
right? So like we have police to protect white people and white property and ultimately white property. And so but if there was a world where people had equitable share and we're not operating out of need, out of
Necessity? Yeah.
necessity, then we would not need police. Like it's police are a problem of their own creation of capitalistic creation, right? So like
You're not
that
wrong. You're not
right. So
wrong.
that so like this idea of like, oh well, if we had police and jobs and this and this and this, well, if you had all those things, you wouldn't need police.
Well, the reason why I hear what you're saying, right? But in I'm not necessarily straw manning you, but I'm kind of pause. I'm stretching what you're saying out, all right? Because we know that there are places where criminal activity is low, right? But that does not mean that there is an absolute absence of criminal activity at all. For an example, you have doctors or maybe lawyers or people within, you know, a political sphere that still do commit crime, meaning that they're not necessarily operating out of necessity. It's just that they have this disposition towards criminal activity, where we still need law enforcement to be able to police those type of people, right? So they're not operating out of necessity. They're just operating out of, I want to do this just because.
you don't think that's a? What do you mean by predisposition to crime?
Well, man, just because that they can, right? So we can use a doctor, right? That, let's
Okay.
say he's making $500,000, right? And he does not necessarily need more, but he'll commit a crime. May that be rape, may that be a financial crime, whatever it is, right? That's the predisposition towards crime. He's not necessarily operating out of a necessity. It's just that he has a predisposition for whatever it is crime that he wants to commit.
Also, I'm sorry if
Yeah,
y'all.
it's such a one-off.
I'm sorry if
Hold
y'all.
on. Evie got something to
There's
say.
some more.
Yeah, hold on. One mic. Let Evie speak her piece.
My bad.
No, you're good. I don't know if y'all said this. I kind of tuned in very late, but y'all also have to take into consideration that policing is a systemic issue. I know the girl kind of brought up, oh, well, there are a couple of bad Adams and apples and all this other stuff. Police are trained and it's ingrained in them to over police black and brown communities. If we were just looking at the type of laws that are in place, it's kind of like the prison to pipeline theory. So from elementary school, they are grooming our black and brown boys to basically end up in prison because while prison is a for-profit industry, they need to put people in the beds to make their money. And then I think it was a point made about how there's more black on black crime. Statistically, if we're speaking, white people they do the most crime. They're just not as police as us. And even if we're going to get into like income levels, the more wealthy you are, the more likely you are to commit a crime. You're just not gonna be caught
and get away with it. Right.
But that was just my 2 cents. I'm sorry. This is what I went to school for, so I'm very passionate about this.
No, that's real.
All right, hold on.
No, yeah, keep talking. Yeah.
That's real. I feel you.
I just think it's weird.
Hold on, Rev. Nikki's gone.
I apologize. Thank you. Kinda.
Oh, you're a little matrixy.
That's why I was speaking. I didn't hear you. My bad.
You were saying, Rev?
Oh no, I was just saying. I think it's bizarre, right? In 2026 to even be having these conversations. Like we should know by now. Nikki, please go ahead. Nikki, are you there?
Damn.
Hey, I just got back. What happened?
We just back.
One of your. Yeah, one of your.
Again? Wow.
Yeah.
It's like the 10th time, bro.
I know. Freak's on the ropes recently, man. What's going on with you, bro?
Y'all gotta remember, yo, she's some rich girl from like Beverly Hills or some shit like that.
Sound like Courtney Kardashian.
Like her dad, like her, like she's like
I have to say
mad rich, bro. She don't know
Just
shit
want to
about
let y'all know
shit. Bro.
It's
Yoshi
obvious.
is streaming right now, guys.
Yeah,
And so y'all know Yoshi is streaming right now. Let's not dokes anybody.
Nah, that's
Dokes anybody.
But I'm just saying. But yeah, that tells me everything. One, that tells me why they were strong about the immigrant conversation.
Thank you, Trilly, for actually being responsible for it.
Ignorance to the like racism there. Like I don't know. That's
No, she's racist. I think that hold on, hard stop.
Go ahead.
hard R.
Hard stop. That lady is racist. Like me and she tried to clown on me and Tiger the other day, like months ago, and got embarrassed and left. And somebody tried to clown. Was it Jones? She tried me, Tiger, and one other black person, and got embarrassed. But every time she come in to open her mouth, there's some anti-black stuff, and then there's like so much entitlement and assumption and arrogance and everything she be saying. My wife was over here upset, thinking I was talking to a black woman, and she's like, "Oh, that was a white lady." I said, "Basically." I said, "I've never talked to no black woman like that."
Basically, it's crazy.
I missed
she's colored. She's colored.
No.
I mean, she participates in white supremacy. It's obvious.
Her proximity to whiteness is apparent.
Yeah,
it's obvious the way that the way that you come into a black and brown space and
Because
dictate.
I tell you what, I don't remember the last time I ever called 911 on purpose, bro.
I would never call them. I've said this before. I do not call 911.
Even being able to feel comfortable to do that in the first place. What?
Freak, when's the last time you called 911?
I'll say this. Hold on. So like if you're like a black woman who wants to protect herself, you know, like there's nothing wrong with dialing 911 in situations where like you have an abuser or someone who's gonna kill you. Like, no, like put yourself first. Like put your livelihood first. That's not a bad thing. If you feel like okay, you're like even if the police like listen, even if the police don't help, instinctually there's nothing wrong with like okay, let me call out like. There's nothing wrong with that instinct.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
also, I'm here for women doing self-defense. Like, we
you're
should
right.
be able to know how to shoot a nigga. Like, we should be able to know how to stab a
And
nigga,
God damn,
slice a
Chrissy.
nigga up
Yeah,
and
shoot a
down.
nigga.
You feel me?
Shoot a
Like,
She's right.
nigga.
She's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
She's right
That's
though.
right, Christy. That's
Get the
right.
blick.
because
You
why
shoot a
don't
nigga
we
in the
know how to
face.
do that? Because we're a
Real
woman?
talk.
That's
Real talk.
bullshit.
Get the
All
We're
blick
in
and
your
black
face.
women.
shoot them. Like
Yeah, because
don't
they're not
hesitate.
going to prosecute if you tell on them, so you might as well get
I
your
just think
lick right then
what's
and there.
Right.
the reason
Get the
why
Hell,
blick.
ain't no
Go ahead.
witness.
Real
the
talk.
reason I don't believe in calling the police is because statistically, again, the police do not solve crime, and when it comes to black people, they can exacerbate situations, and you end up in danger. So it's like,
You're
nah,
not wrong, but like I'm not. I'm what I'm saying is like instinctually, like I don't blame the
we've been
instinct.
conditioned to call the police. No,
Hey,
I respect what you're saying.
right.
We have been conditioned to call the police. So like, I understand why people do it. I'm not gonna stick my nose up in no black person who decided to do it. I'm just saying we have enough data to show that hey, that don't actually help us.
You're
Like
right. You're right.
trained.
You're
They're
right.
not trained
You're
That's
to.
not
a
wrong.
cry out for
You're
help.
not wrong. You're right. You're right. And like what I was saying earlier, like tough on crime. Like again, most violent crime is motivated by emotion. Okay. So even having a million police somewhere is not going to deter someone from like being angry enough to like pick up a gun and be like, nah, that's the op. Like it doesn't matter.
But watch this though. And to
You
that
know.
point, right? I agree. Let's keep going. So, let's say I'm too poor. Let's say I'm too poor to afford food, and I gotta feed or yeah, I'm too poor to afford food, and I gotta feed my infant. Do you think a million police gonna stop me from trying to steal this baby formula?
Not at all. Nope. Not at all. Nope.
Exactly.
Nope.
I don't give a fuck about no police, nigga. My baby dying.
I've heard
So it's
stories like you were saying, like, oh, so like
See, okay, so all right, so guys, we gotta be consistent, right? So let's say this, right? Baby poor, everyone is poor, and you have two options: Walmart or Aldi. There's 1,000 police outside of Walmart and 0 police outside of Waldi. What are the probability that you're gonna go to Aldi instead of Walmart?
High. I'm going 100%. 100%. I'm going to Aldi's.
That is what deterrence mean. Deterrence does not mean that crime is not going to happen. It means the probability of that crime happening within that specific spot where there's a...
Wait.
Hold on, let me land.
Wait. Can I say something real quick? I gotta chime in for my chat.
Yeah, just let me land real quick. Just let me land real quick. The probability of someone going to where there's 1,000 police is lower than someone going where there's 0. That is what deterrence is. Go ahead.
So my question is, real quick, Yoshi, I'm sorry. My question is, which one is closer? In your scenario, are they equidistant? And how can I get to each? Because
equal distance. For the sake of the argument, equal distance.
Cool. And it costs the exact same amount of money and time to get to either?
Yes.
Cool, then yes, I'm going to Aldi. Yes.
That's the point I'm trying to say. Police presence deters.
So listen, if both places have police, the same amount of police in front of them, someone who is desperate enough is going to case both places and go, okay, listen, we have a game plan. They're going to game plan around the police. Like if both places have police presence, like it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter.
It's not going to matter.
But remember what I said, heavier.
They're going to game plan. Okay, I have to get this formula no matter what.
I hear you, and I agree with that. My keyword, because I don't know, I have OCD for accuracy, right? Heavier police presence, right? So,
oh my God, yeah, that was insane.
If there's a heavier police presence, meaning that there's going to be a higher police presence in this location than another location, the probability of someone going to a location where there's lesser police presence is higher than someone going to where there's a heavy police presence.
But Freak, what about the people that are not criminals that just don't feel comfortable around police?
I gotta say something. I gotta jump in here. Y'all been talking plenty, okay?
You're right. We've been talking a lot.
Real quick. I was just gonna say that Toots made my chat so mad that they were about to join the Discord to tell her off.
That's so funny.
So that's what we need to do. See that outrage marketing work, huh?
Hey, good job, man.
Hey, but you got to pay Yoshi.
Good work.
I'm sorry, I had to hop in here and say something.
Speak your piece, Champagne.
Well, she got passed out family style.